All right, and we're back with the couch this time. I'm joined by Kelly, and I know Kelly, you were already talking to Bruno about your perspective as a manager. So this time, I kind of wanted to ask you a little bit about the Swedish coverage that TV6 is doing. I don't know if you were aware, but for the remainder of this phase of Dreamleague, TV6 will be providing Swedish language coverage of the casting of the final 2 matches of the day. What do you think that does for the Swedish Dota scene, and how do you think that'll affect, the Swedish Sweethearts Alliance?
Oh, first of all, when they started doing broadcasting, it was probably during TI3, and that was a huge thing because I think us winning during that year when they decided to go and try to do something for Swedish TV was a great chance, a good thing for Sweden as well because. Wow, we were broadcasting it for the first time in our country won.
Yeah.
And all along, Sweden has been one of those esports country that has wow ads on TV. When I came here 3 years ago, and then I saw what is that advertisement on TV? Oh my God, it's wow! And I was just mind blown. And
yeah,
I mean, all these kind of things are in Sweden, CS used to be the dominant game, but because of TV6. Dota 2 has actually been bigger, one of the more played games even over Counter-Strike in Sweden right now. So that's what it's been doing for the Dota 2 scene here.
And I know we don't have too much time, but I also did want to ask, you were talking to me a little bit before about how in the Dota scene, it's such an old scene that everyone is really friends, and even with all the team reshufflings, you play against your former teammates maybe, but it's still really friendly. There's no venom there like there is in maybe the Counter-Strike scene. Would you agree with that?
I would say we have one of the best pro player cultures in all of the esports scene. The players are all usually really friendly with each other, and they all talk about the games a lot. I would say Counter-Strike scene is quite close to us because there have been players been playing for 10 years as well. As about other games, I do know some of it, but it's not even close to what we have in Dota 2.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining me. That is all the time we have now, so we are going to go ahead and throw it back to Shiva at the panel, and then we're going into the next series, which is Alliance versus Tinker.
Thank you, Jess. And I'm standing here together with Envy. Oh, yeah, actually managed to mic up. He's miking up just in time. We're going to go into the next series very soon. Of course, before that, I want to thank our sponsors, ASUS and NVIDIA, for making this all possible. And with new people on the panel, it also means that the cast is going to be with Envy and Lumi.
This is all looking very professional.
Andy, it's going very well.
Is this going down your shirt?
I'm getting molested right now.
And we don't have audio yet from Envy, but that will happen. That will happen soon as well. Before that, we can actually take a quick look at the updated results, just real quick to see what's going to happen today. Standings, that is. So let's see what we have. It is 4 anchors that is already done, but we are here to see Alliance and Team Tinker, which you can see Alliance is not doing too hot. So it's very important for them to not lose more than 2 games. That's in all the games that they still have. I think they cannot lose more than 2 or 3.
Yeah, if they do, I think it kind of automatically puts them in bottom 2. Just for the time being. I mean, they're already down there, but if they do well, I think in this series against Team Tinker, they could maybe have the comeback trail. But I still think it's difficult to play when your team is 4 days practice prior to coming to LAN, and I mean, it's been showing. I think.
Yeah, they have had the last 2 days at Infernal Line, I believe. Lumi, what do you think? Can they do it?
What?
Can Alliance
Sorry, I'm just trying to log into the game, make sure I join the lobby.
Okay,
so
I'll let you do that. Well, Envy, I mean, what do you think of this matchup? Tinker versus Alliance?
They seem to be Alliance. They do well when we scrim them, and we use some strategies, and then they actually just took it from us and just use it against other teams, and they actually won those games. Okay. So
it's good strategies you create.
They're okay. So I don't know. There's a few more, but otherwise they don't seem to be doing too well. I obviously think Tinker will win, but.
Okay, well, we are going to see the teams, the players are ready. They're sitting in their chairs, and they're ready to start the draft. We're going to start off with Team Alliance, and on the far corner, it is Hani. First thing that comes to your mind when you're talking about Hani, Envy?
Fnatic? I don't know.
Well, he is wearing the jersey. That's
He is wearing the Fnatic jersey, indeed.
Monster. I mean, I think he plays the most Xrd Invoker in pro play, like anybody else that I've ever seen.
He did
plays
actually
that hero
go
so much.
He went crossbox as a draw.
Oh yeah, that's right, he did. Yeah.
I'm not sure how effective it was, but he did go crossbox.
Did they win that game?
I think they lost.
I can't remember. I think they won. That was a draw game, right?
Yeah.
I think they won most of their draw games.
Oh,
Okay.
And then EG did the same
sure.
thing, right?
Yeah.
Cloudspikes Invoker with Drow.
And then that's my nuts.
the one with
Is it
probably
though?
one of the more fun nicknames. Would you say,
Yes.
Lumi?
We have way too much fun with that.
A bit too much. The captain of it all, Loda, solid member of Alliance, and calling the shots. Do you think does he call the shots in game as well?
I would assume so, especially with a whole bunch of stand-ins.
Yeah.
Although,
Is it not Ake?
well, yeah, I think Ake might call the shots as well. Envy, do you know?
I don't think Aki talks too much. I would assume Loda and Hani mix the most calls on that team.
Okay.
Aki's always been kind of quiet.
Speaking of which, the quiet Ake, has he been playing on the Super Smash setup we have in backstage?
I don't think he has played
I don't think
yet.
they've had time. I think they
Okay.
kind of went straight upstairs, did some warm-up, and then now they're just down here and they're ready to play.
Keeping focus. I
Yeah,
like it.
they were practicing at
very good.
Inferno Online this morning as
Okay.
well.
Yeah.
All right.
And of course, last but not least, I think
We just skipped Ace. I
we
don't know,
just skipped Ace.
but that's cool.
But
All right, there you go. That's
he
Ace.
is.
Kind of look like gods.
He looks a lot like Gods, and less so. Like you know, that his brother is Link. He looks more
Ah.
like Gods
Are they
than like
actually
Link.
brothers?
They are actually brothers. He
Did
looks
not
more
know.
like Gods than like Link, I think.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Is he younger or older than Link?
I don't. I would
Younger,
assume
right?
younger.
Yeah, because Link's been a while with us.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, they're gonna go up against Team Tinker. We're missing one.
We're missing Koifa.
We're missing Koifa. Oh yeah, that's yeah.
But he's
Of
with
course.
us in spirit, and
Yes.
he will be in the game.
He is with us in the game as
There
well.
are no
He is,
stand-ins.
he's having school obligations.
Yep.
So
That's Boba,
Playing for his home.
man of broken promises. And then we have EGM right next to him. You know, I wonder when we had a day where the electricity went out.
Yep.
And the game got canceled, and then Koifa was not here, right? I wonder if he was like, guys, what's going on?
that's a good point.
Skype's suddenly all dead. But hopefully we're going to see none of that today.
He was the only player in that game left when
Yeah.
everyone else just CC'd. That's pretty funny, actually.
Sing Sing right next to him.
Dutch pride. Ooh.
I'm kind of wondering what they're going to pick today. I mean,
I'm actually hoping for Phoenix, because Boba really likes the hero.
yeah, but support Phoenix, do you think it's good?
He plays
Why
every
not?
role, I think. I mean, they changed roles, Tinker. It's like one of the only teams that changes roles.
Jesus, Pycat, what a ham.
I think that's doing it right. So
I
far,
mean, I
nobody
guess, yeah.
else has done it right.
I mean, when they were on, or when he was on LGD and they did that, people would go nuts. You know?
Yeah.
Who
Fangirls
knows?
in the
I don't know what
audience.
the Twitch chat looks like right now, but I can imagine like a lot of Craigasms.
Craigasms, yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
I think so too. So what do you favor? Who do you favor, MV?
Tinker for sure. I think
2-0?
yeah.
Okay.
Alliance is pretty good at draw right now, and they seem to have a lot of draw Visage and stuff going on for them. But Tinker is actually one of the teams where I wouldn't pick draw Visage against. So
Would you warrant one of the two first ban?
first ban?
Yeah?
Not sure. Maybe
Like
ban against who?
against the Drow from Alliance. You said Alliance
Oh no,
likes it.
yeah, they like to use draw and stuff, but Tinker's not scared of that.
Okay.
They'll let it through for sure. I think.
Okay. Andy, who do you favor? Do you agree?
Yeah, I think Team Tinker probably has the advantage, but it's one of those things where teams can surprise on LAN, you know? I mean, even if it's a team who's relatively new, you can always manage to take one game, but I still think Tinker probably 2-0s.
And Lumi?
I'm
Who else?
expecting Phoenix. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, and
Unless they have this agreement where they say, all right, we don't pick the new heroes.
What? No one does that.
No one does that.
no
No
one
one
knows.
does that?
And if they do, they lie. And
Yeah,
then they
exactly.
Pick
Yeah.
I see.
it, you know?
There may have been some agreements.
You just scumbag it.
Okay.
You say you won't.
Would
and
you
then
do that, Envy? Like, we walk a team like, all right, gentleman's agreement, no brew pig, and then
All right,
first
TI
pick.
No,
Finals.
I would definitely not do that.
Okay.
TI5 finals. And it's like. you
Actually,
say you
against EG, I would.
won't. The BM is real.
So,
Right.
so
That's fair, though.
since we have Envy here, and we can get to talk about Phoenix and Terrorblade a bit.
You mean Brood?
Brood.
Yeah.
Terrorblade, whatever. Brood, just as annoying. Are they going to be picked? Like, what's going to be their role? Even if it's not today or this week, like, how do you feel like they're going to evolve in Captain's mode?
I'm not too sure. Like Phoenix is like so situationally broken, and his spells are also like they're so good, but his cooldowns are super long. And like in general, my team's not really a team that practices heroes that are not in CM.
Fair enough.
Like,
Yeah.
So none of us like. I have 0 games on Phoenix. I have 0 games on Broodmother.
Would you say like that in this current meta, as they say it, the ulti is too long because you have to fight around it and you can't really
So what is too long?
like the
It's 2 minutes,
cooldown.
isn't it?
The cooldown is 2
cooldown on
minutes.
Phoenix
Like,
is
is
really
it-
short. It's really short. It's like 110 seconds.
Yeah.
That's fairly short to be like for an ultimate that's destructive.
Okay, so
His other spells are really long. They're like 40 seconds or something ridiculous for
It's like
small
playing
spells.
Warlock, basically. All your abilities are super long.
All, like, except Sunray, that doesn't count really.
Yeah, yeah.
But are we going to see them in captain's mode, like in the long run?
I think so.
Both?
I think
Or-
they're both pretty good, actually.
Okay.
But I'm not, like, they're pretty easy to counter, so they wouldn't really be picked that early, I think.
Yeah, 4th and 5th picks. I think like Phoenix is super good against these teams who like try to go for really early push, and they don't have like really good initiation. It's so hard to push into Phoenix.
Yeah.
You just lose your creep wave, or he just dives in and you take like half your health and damage, and you can just
You
turn
can't
into the
attack.
sun. Yeah, it's ridiculous actually.
And with the amount of like Skyraf first picks, I mean, what does Skyraf do when this
Well,
Broodmother's-
Skyraf actually owns him in lane.
No, the Skyraf against Broodmother.
Oh,
Against
against Brood,
spiders
yeah,
against
Brood.
you, you're getting
well, I mean,
right-clicked.
I guess
yeah.
if you know the Brood's coming, like it's another hero that I think you have to pick like 4th or 5th.
Yeah,
And then like if they come to lane with sentries and shit, you're just not going to get anything for the first like 5 minutes or however long. So.
And then you...
And then you
Spider
try to
them.
recover
Yeah.
and see how it goes.
Well, we'll see if we're going to see a Brood or a Phoenix in this game, because we are heading into the draft casted by Eternal Envy, Lumi, and Andy.
We're
How are they in the draft? And I'm not?
you lost connection
I've
to
lost
Steam.
connection to Steam. Well, this was supposed to be Envy's observing PC, but apparently I'm not in. So you're going to have to give him yours.
Yeah, you
You're
can
going to
use
have to
this.
sacrifice.
Is that screen the same time?
Yeah, this is
That's
the preview
the
monitor, and these two
official.
are actually in game. So you can just take one of these PCs and look around, because I'm
Can we just do it
assuming you're
together?
going to want to do that.
Can we just both be here together?
We can. But the thing is, like, for some reason, mine's broken and that one
Alright,
isn't.
all three of us.
I don't know what's going on. Don't worry, Chris is a professional. He's only touched.
That's a Legion Commander ban. That might be a Broodmother coming. Today I was playing official against Eden Gaming, and they banned Legion Commander instantly, and I just banned Broodmother.
I mean, there's a lot of counters, right? Apart just from Legion, there's Darkseer. We've seen that in the past. We've seen even like carry Sand Kings. So I think there's a lot of ways to actually handle the Brood.
I think people, like, obviously LC is really good against it, but I also think that if you just come prepared, like, it just your supports having sentries and a good zone, the Brood still suffers tremendously. I mean, sure, you want to have some AoE, because eventually the hero is going to come to fruition, but most of the time it kind of just sits in one lane. And if you just have one hero on the team who can just spam a little bit, the hero is more than dealable, I would say. Then again, I haven't seen it in a pro game in a super long time, so.
Yeah. We'll talk about it more if it's selected. So Alliance does have the first pick here. Any chance of like straight off the bat Drow, or is that kind of way too risky?
I'm not sure how much Alliance knows of what Team Tinker, but we played Draft Visage against them at Strata and we lost. And just I talked to them after, and they're like, we're not losing to that. Yeah, they always venge, basically.
Okay.
Wonder if they're gonna draw after. You don't really need a draw Visage, you might just pick draw. That's, I'm not sure how that works. Tinker's only confident against both. Not sure about draw alone.
So you play with Sing Sing for a long while. What do you think about his new role, like being in the off lane, not getting a ton of farm a lot of times? Do you think the effectiveness of Sing Sing has decreased because the lack of farm, or?
He plays off lane support, and I mean, he plays like 4 rows right now, I think.
Right.
Except like jungle. I'm not too sure. He seems to have a hard time securing farm, especially when he plays heroes like Puck, which I don't think is that good at offlaner. Like, he's not really given, like, his team doesn't really make much space for him, so it's kind of hard for him. So definitely, like, he's not doing much plays, but at the same time, he's not getting the farm he should like at the offlane to make those plays. So it's both on him and his team.
Okay. And looks like he will be playing a Tie Hunter. Although
Yeah, it's
They did
definitely him. It's
position one
definitely
Tide
him.
before.
I think
but-
Pycat played Tide one game.
He did, yeah. But I still think that was really weird. Like, it didn't fit the draft at all. I think that was the game they had Timber as well, right? And it just, like, totally fell apart. They didn't really do anything with their heroes.
Yeah. And
The
then
Timber mid?
Timber mid for
Yeah.
Sing Sing, yeah.
I don't know.
It was
pretty
against
awkward.
like a 4 ASC Slark, I believe. Something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember who they were playing, but I was watching it. I don't think I was here that day. And it didn't work out too well. But Team Tinker just ends up going for Tide and Slark.
That's really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a strong combo in general, and there's not really a whole lot of heroes in the pool that I think just Slark hates, really. I mean, it's just, you think about things like AA and Jakiro and like Shaker and all these things that just
Puck.
have like ground target spells and Puck as well, yeah.
Like the Venge isn't. He's a really good hero, but his swap counter initiate doesn't really work that well against Hunter. That usually gets more than one hero in the Ravage, and against Stark he's not too good either. But
Yeah.
Stark has pretty low armor though.
Yeah, that's
So-
true.
But
I think
usually you can dodge all his spells.
Do you like abusing him in lane? Like abusing Slark? Or do you just like avoid it and just go for like AoEs and stuff
What
like
do you mean
that?
by abusing? Oh, you mean like trialing against
Yeah,
him?
yeah.
I mean, it really depends on the situation. Usually the trial lane is more dependent on the supports than it is really on your carry. Like if you pick like Ogre Magi and stuff, like you're not really gonna aggressive against that easily.
Yeah. Okay. I was just thinking because Alliance, like you said, they start with Avenge a lot. Maybe they could just go with something that could lane against it, you know?
Yeah, Alliance's picks are. I mean, I like Alliance's picks. I like Drow Ranger.
Well, I think we both kind of assumed that.
Is there any like? So you picked the Drow here, knowing that Visage could be easily banned out. Do you kind of have to secure both, or is the Drow that makes it work, or is it the Visage that makes it work?
I think Drow can run without Visage.
In the past, I thought Drow was the worst throw in the game, but like recently, after switching my item build, I used to go like Midas and Blink Dagger and stuff, and now I go Wraith Pants and Yasha, and I go SMY into Scotty or SMY into Butterfly. Usually SMY Butterfly. And
you max Aura, right? After Q, obviously.
Yeah, I go in Silence and then I max Aura. Like it seems to be working, and it's a lot easier to replicate. So a lot of other teams have started trying the same build and same playstyle. Like Alliance does it. I think EG does it as well, and it seems to be working pretty well. So it's definitely like pretty good, and they're first doing it, so it definitely works.
So what's the difference between the two builds? The old one you used to like split push a lot, you dodge fights, and then you kind of take towers.
Yeah.
This one, do you go head on? Is that kind of it?
Well, Drow Ranger is really shitty late game, so like it's like kind of like a sniper in a sense, but like you're like a low range sniper, and you lose all your damage when they go next to you, and your teammates lose like 40 damage each. So he's really bad late game. Usually teams try to snowball off lanes and try to push, and like when you try to snowball with Midas, you're just being stupid, and that's what we try to do, and that's how you lose games. And now people are actually snowballing with proper early game items.
So is it more about the laning phase then with Drow, and just being able to like dominate your lanes with a bunch of ranged heroes, like pick Buck with it, or like any other hero that does well with early blinks and things like that, and just try to go for like 25, 30-minute high grounds?
Yeah, okay. Drow Ranger is like pretty easy to lane because her mid lane is actually pretty good against most heroes, except like Razor. So she does okay. She's easy to gank though.
I would imagine that when you have Drow against heroes like Tide and Slark, that they could kind of get close to you pretty easily, making you lose all of that damage. So is it kind of ambitious to pick the Drow into these two heroes and not worry too much about it?
Drow's, like I think Drow Avenge is pretty good against Tide right now, but I'm not sure about the Stork, because like the Stork kind of gets bursted. I don't know, the Stork right now has free reign, but there's still like 3 more heroes left. Like you can't really swap the Stork into initiation, because when you swap the Stork just plus Q and then he's fine. Like, so I'm not sure what they plan to deal with the Stork right now, because usually all the heroes that work with Drow don't really work well against Stork. You usually pick like Rana or something like that, which sucks against Stork, or like other heroes that have single target. So not too sure where they're going with this. Like Batrider and stuff isn't that good either, and that's what they did last time. Maybe Our Titan? Oh, he's banned.
I think that's still okay if you know they don't have vision, because you can still catch.
It's pretty hard. Look, because Batrider, like his nighttime is so bad, and like Stork's nighttime is so good. So like during the nighttime, the difference in
what's his night vision?
1800. It's the same as his day, and Bat's like 600 or something really bad.
And we've seen some like really quick dark packs on LAN, like especially from Matumba Man. You can definitely dark pack.
You can dark pack anything right now. So far.
I'm looking at the bans, like Team Tinker, they obviously they took out Visage, they took out Invoker, so they're not looking to let Alliance get their hands on like any of these really deathball-y 5-man pushes. And I think the thing about like Drow teams, like Drow Visage, is that instead of like being relatively weak against BKB teams, I think you're stronger than normal, just because all your damage basically is physical. I mean, they get Puck now too, which is obviously good against Slark. Already mentioned that, but I think
Puck's really good.
Like Drow and Puck together, I don't know like how you beat a Puck in lane if you have a Drow on your team. Like I feel like he should just always win his matchup.
Well, we saw TA actually doing pretty good earlier.
Well, yeah, but did they have Drow that game?
No, they definitely didn't. But
yeah,
like obviously you start with what 63, 64 damage when you go the no talisman mill on Puck, and then Drow gives you how much more? Like 8, 9 at level 1.
It's like 5 or 4 to 6 or something like that.
It depends on what item, but you go. It's 5 to 6.
So TA with the level 1 refraction still beats all of that, right?
No, I think actually a Puck against TA, the TA should lose, just because of
the Drow.
What the Drow and the fact right now the lineup, they don't really have anything that can gank the Puck.
Okay.
And the TA like it's kind of scary, especially if a Puck. Like it depends on the runes though. Really, like Puck gets a haste or DD rune, like that TA is gonna be pretty annoyed. And I don't think too good right now. I think Alliance first pick Jakiro if you pick Tier right now, and Jakiro is pretty good with the Drow like push lineups. Just good in general in this game.
So right now, if you were looking at Team Tinker, you'd say probably Slark safe lane, and then like obviously support Rubik, Witch Doctor, and then they're looking at a mid. So what do you think about like heroes like Emmer in this situation, just to be able to have somebody who can jump on his own? Because right now they're kind of heavily reliant, I think, on the Tidehunter for team fight. And the Slark, if he goes like early blink, I don't know really what he's supposed to be able to do against double AoE silence. Like, it's not really that hard to wait out a Dark Pact.
It's pretty hard for. I mean, I actually don't like Team Moreno's like TT's picks right now. I mean, they have pretty good high ground defense. They have Rubik to spam. They have the Witch Doctor. Like, it's actually surprisingly difficult to break base against a Witch Doctor, especially on his Aghanims. And like Boba, apparently, like his team, like I claimed that Boba was a tier 7 player, and then
A what player?
tier 7,
Okay.
tier 7, and then we were like, no, his Skyra is probably tier 5.5, but his team was like his Witch Doctor. That's just tier like 1, so he's gonna get his Witch Doctor for sure. I think Sing's gonna be on Tide, probably Pycat or Koikwa on Slark.
Any specific reason for the Rubik pick, by the way? Because before the Dazzle, I feel like you're not getting too many good spells here.
It's an instant lock. It's an instant lift on the puck.
Okay.
Which is was really important. Like, you're not catching him with the Ravage. You're not catching him with the Witch Doctor, especially on the 5-ping Stockholm server, which is what we're playing at Dreamhack right now. Like, you're not catching anything.
But why not Shaker in that case? Like, just because the blink's hard to get to?
Shaker, like.
Shaker sounds pretty good too, actually.
I mean, Shaker is really bad in lane against those heroes.
Yeah.
So, like, you're not scaring anybody. But with Rubik, you actually have a possibility of killing a puck, but not really. Like, I think the puck's gonna play super super unsafe, especially with Dazzle standing behind him. Like a TPN with Dazzle, there's actually no way this puck should get his farm on. And then I think Alliance should snowball with a pretty early dagger with the Dazzle and everything. Like right now, like Team Tinker doesn't have anything in the early stages until Tundra has a blink. They need like 3 blinks, I mean 2 blinks at least on Stark and Tundra before they can do anything. And they should lose the lanes. Like, the lanes on Alliance right now look ridiculously strong in comparison to TTs.
Having Venge and Dazzle as well as lane supports with double aura, it's going to be pretty terrifying. So if you're Alliance, do you just feel like you're safe and just go safe try and not take the risk? Because I'm thinking like Drow, Venge, Dazzle is pretty damn strong against the Slark lane. And if he doesn't get a good start, I kind of feel like they don't have anything to fall back on.
I'm not too sure. It really depends on the last row. They can go like 2-1-2 or like 1-1-3, like aggressive trial. And I'm not sure, like Tinker might try to dodge or something. They might even like go dual lanes, because I'm not too sure about like doing standard lanes right now. Their lanes don't look too strong.
So you do like Witch Doctor Tide top and then Slark Rubik bottom?
Like 1-2-2. Oh,
Ooh,
Zeus.
Okay. We've seen this many times in the past, where Zeus Slark gives you the mid-game D ward for free, which is pretty nice. The burst damage is really good against Drow. But about this puck, we've been kind of assuming this is a mid puck, but Alliance in the past have kind of picked it for Ace, and he's kind of their off-lane player. So we might see Hani Hero come out now, and that
Hani can't play puck, I think.
Yeah, Hani's played puck before in the past.
It seems like every time they draft puck, Ace plays it.
No, you're right. Like in this phase 2, it's definitely been Ace playing puck like every single time. But I definitely know that Hani has played it in the past.
Okay.
It just depends on what their last hero is going to be here. But I kind of like the Zeus in a way, because there's not really much else they could have put against the puck. And I feel like that's maybe one hero who can actually get some spam.
Oh my god, Lance's lineup's so disgusting.
It is going to be off lane.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just saying.
They took our 5 heroes. Exact same 5.
Okay, you guys use Zeus all to like scout for stuff. I always wanted to ask you about that. Like,
what do you mean? Like, oh, you mean ultimate just a scout?
Yeah, people are missing. Let's all.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good hero.
Actually, I think it was yesterday MVP Phoenix.
Yeah, they use it against
scouted at a smoke gang from you guys, which kind of turned it around.
Yeah, when you're behind against a Zeus, it's really difficult to win. He D-words all your words, and then he has so much map control, and he just ultis. You can't really make any big plays. And he has so much damage, like if you mess up, he's just gonna blow you up. Like, they needed damage really badly this game. They actually didn't really have any like real damage.
So you said that Alliance basically have picked a team that you've played before, more or less. So if you're playing against Team Tinker, like what's priority number 1? Like your biggest goal, obviously, I guess, is winning lanes, because you don't pick Viper and Drow to not win lanes. But
yeah, I think they're gonna aggressive trialing with Viper maybe. Oh, he's TPing bottom to place the ward. Is this real life? Like, come on. Come on. Was it necessary? I guess.
Well, I think it gives a good idea, is like maybe instead of the 2-2-1 that you mentioned.
I was doing the magic bush ward.
I don't know, I feel like their level 1 was... I mean, the enemy level 1's pretty strong because of the Zeus. But I feel like they could just walked into our 5 heroes instead of wasting a TP. Because their level 1 is really, really strong. Zeus though, Zeus level 1 is so freaking good.
Yeah, they do have a double disable as well, so.
That's a really difficult ward to find.
Isn't there actually like...
They don't really have money for sentry wards right now, so...
Yeah.
I mean, no, he'll have money. No, Witch Doctor is 50 gold left. So when they find out that their pull is blocked, they'll have money. And it's gonna be a Viper, yeah, it's gonna be aggressive trial line, and then they're gonna... I don't know, like, when you aggressive trial line, I don't feel like you need to... Because they're stronger at level 1, so I don't think you really need to block the camp that early. Like, you can just walk in there together. They can't really fight you. You just place the ward. But, I guess, this way, at least they won't know.
I guess in a way, if you go aggro, you kind of want them to pull if your supports are stronger. Because you can just contest.
No, not really, because when you're aggro, you want to pull the lane back, and then you have a freaking Viper, so you're so strong. And when you're next to your tower of a Viper and you have a TP scroll on your Dazzle can always save you, so you're not really terrified. With off-lane Viper, you can get so much farm. And then they can't pull the wave back, so your supports are free to roam around the map. And if you have to pull, the game gets way too chaotic, and you can't really roam too much. You can't leave the Viper there. Viper is not that good off-lane. If he's not next to a tower, he's too slow.
All right, the blocks is going to be pretty important, especially for the line side, to get that creep wave closer to the tower, like you said. And seems like it's a pretty good block. There is a hero hiding to the right, but as soon as they see 3, I don't think
they're rotating. These lanes are looking really bad. Like, Tinder's already moving mid to get a bounty rune, or is he should be rotating completely, right? I don't know. This is weird. I actually think TT's going to lose all the lanes, like all 3 lanes. It will be disastrous. I mean, not mid. Mid will be even. But you can't really deny against a Drow Wolf, so it's going to be free farm. I think the free farm is better for Drow.
I think that Drow, like, once you get a few levels, you can actually start denying. Like, early it's too hard because the Zeus bolt hits harder than we do, but...
Yeah. I mean, Team Tinker is going to need a S4 rune or something like the haste rune on Zeus. And then with S4 rune, you can probably get a comeback or something. Get these lanes, like, they're not looking good.
But the haste is called the S4 rune? Is that?
Yeah, that's what pro players call it.
Okay. Why is it called the S4 rune?
Because S4 picks up every game.
I see.
There's a game earlier where Fear got, what, like 5 double damages in a row?
And Loda's getting really unlucky here. This sucks. This actually sucks so much. And he's getting roamed onto. He has very low CS.
I mean, this is pretty much all the supports can do, so while it is fairly obvious, it still makes it really annoying for him.
Oh, Dazzle standing behind you is so hard. It's so hard. The Tinker doesn't really have much. Like, they're going to lose early game. There's actually no hope. They need a haste rune, or they need some high ground defense with blink tires or something. They need to just chill out, not feed too much, get their blinks, hope for good runes. And yeah, stuff like that. Wait for the Zeus level 6 maybe, and then you can win the trial line with the Zeus level 6.
It looks like we're going to see a little bit of rune coming, but EGM was supposed to grab that one a little bit late to the party.
Biz rune on Zeus. That's not the right rune.
It's okay, there's the 4-minute one.
I mean, this lane is pretty much, like Envy said, it's never going to go back out. I mean, the lane's already hard enough to block as is because the creeps have the boost until basically they're at the tier 1. So even if you don't have an optimal block, it's still really far up.
Yeah, Struck has 1 CS. But this Drow's doing really bad, so that sucks.
Do you send one of your support backs to like block the wave so the creep equilibrium gets like, a little bit closer back, or is it?
You could, but right now I wouldn't really do anything because TT has 2 range creeps. So
yeah, that's gonna push.
It doesn't matter what they do right now. They don't really have anything. Their supports you can't really roam on anybody. It's too hard with the Dazzle. Does they have a TP? Dazzle has no TP though. You should really get a TP right now. And I think all the lanes are pretty secured.
I mean, I think the easiest lane really right now is top. Like, Puck versus Tide. It's a crazy easy lane. I mean, the Tide's still going to get a little bit of farm, but...
Tide's doing really well, actually. I'm surprised. Extremely well.
But you're saying it's harder for the support to roam, but isn't Zeus and Drow Ranger some of the easier to gank hero mid?
Yeah, it's because of the... They don't really have much burst damage. Like, Zeus needs, like, a couple of nukes. Rubik doesn't really have much burst, and Witchlock doesn't really have much burst, so the Dazzle can just TP in and engrave you.
And plus, I think it's fairly obvious when you're going aggro that the supports are gone. It's like pretty easy to call. Like Loda was
a ward there.
in a really defensive position when the first time they left. So
that ward's OP. They're gonna is that gonna scout the smoke? There's a smoke on Boba. I think the ward saw it actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the ward saw it. They're pinging it out. The smoke. They're gonna go for mid, but you see Dazzle's gonna rotate mid with a grave. He's level 2 right now. Hasn't scouted anything. They can turn us around and Avenge buys the TP right now. He has boots and the supports don't have boots. He can just TP in and kill everybody. Haste rune, regen rune. That's not the rune.
Regen's gonna give him a lot of spam, which I guess he's not too sad about. But here comes that gank, which, like you said, Dazzle's not.
Dazzle.
Dazzle, I mean, they saw the smoke coming, so.
I think Drow just has to play safe if Dazzle isn't coming. No. I actually think that's a really bad play. Drow should be done. Just like he shouldn't die just because Dazzle, but he's not camping him at all.
It looks like they're gonna try to gank top.
Ganking Puck. Maybe they're waiting for Ravage. No, he has no mana though.
Yeah, so I feel like
it's so difficult.
The Tinker supports are kind of roaming about but not doing anything.
They can pull the cam on the left. That's how they can get their experience back. So they're starving for experience right now. They're both level 1. Level 1's level 2. Tad's level 6. He's gonna get Arcane Boots maybe. Oh, he's a bottle coming. They're stealing his experience though, so he's not getting a level 6 for the Ravage. They probably don't need it though. Jar Ranger's stacking Ancients. Oh. He's so scared right now because a lot of supports are missing.
I mean, this feels like a lot of wasted time right now from Team Tinker if this doesn't work.
Yeah, well, Draw's farming Ancients, so that's one big plus. Zeus is getting complete free farming. Farming Ancients with Jar Ranger sucks at this level.
I guess we're just waiting for level 6, so.
It just seems like a really slow game because there's not really much that Team Tinker can do, and Alliance are more than happy to let the lanes stay the way that they are. Like, even though Loda's not getting as much as he wants, it's like the other 2 lanes are still going very well.
If Puck is lifted here, he's dead for sure. There's a Zeus ulti and a Ravage soon. I mean, I don't even think they need the Ravage, it's the Zeus ultis and the time everything properly. It's just so annoying though, because he's a coil in his 9 magic stick charge, and he's a Puck.
Also, Ace has boots and EGM doesn't, so he's kind of have to. All right, he's going for it. I don't think this is the angle.
No, it's not the play.
Was that like 3 minutes wasted on your 2 supports?
It wasn't 3 minutes, but it was a while. I mean, that's really a bummer, because I mean, EGM's only level 2 right now, 6 minutes in. So is Bulba. They're not really getting a whole heck of a lot. I mean, the Venge is already 4.5.
Oh, Ake Sentry Ward's gonna get dropped, but looks like the cast is gonna get missed. They still have Lightning Ball as a scouting tool, but you gotta find him. Ake does have boots and the TP, and he'll walk back out. Actually, he'll walk back into the Sentry Ward if he's gonna walk down the ramp.
I'm really, like, if you're in Team Tinker's shoes right now, like, do you just wait for all of your abilities to be up and hopefully blink Tide because his farm is actually going decently?
Yeah, you just wait for your blinks and you pray for runes. It's so important that he gets a lucky rune.
Question is, can they even control the runes?
Been doing that. They can secure 1 rune for sure.
Ooh, here comes that TP from Tide. It's a smoke TP as well. I'm not sure if that Observer Ward actually saw it though. They kind of need like 2 kills right here. Smoke gets revealed by the Dazzle, and they're going to fight in the jungle instead, but they don't want the Dazzle. They want the Viper. They're going to try to come in. Oh man, the second smoke will miss out as well. A lot more time wasted for Tinker. I guess EGM's soaking a bit of that experience top, but it's not looking good right now.
I mean, we say that, but to be honest, the only person who's like really suffering is Pycat. I mean, he's got like 12 CS. The Drow didn't do as well as the Zeus mid. Like, he's got 1.5 times the CS right now, the Drow. So Quakefo's getting a lot done here. They're not really pressuring him at all because they're spending a lot of their time like making sure that Loda's safe and the Viper's not going to die. So in a way, I don't think it's maybe as terrible as we're letting on.
I actually feel like this skill buff by Sing Sing is really, really bad. I don't really understand why he has 3 in Kraken Shell. Just maybe the lane was so hard. There's no way though. Like, you can't really come back with a build like that. You don't have Gush. You don't have enough levels of Anchor Smash. Like, he's not farming faster or anything. He can do neutrals easily with just 2 levels of Kraken Shell. But he's not really checking the rune either with the bottle. Yeah, he's not checking the rune in the bottle, which is also... They seem to be panicking. They don't really have a plan of any sorts. It's hard to come up with a plan in such a situation when you're losing so badly and it's 0-0 and you can't make any moves, but you definitely need to come back mechanical, like skill points and stuff.
Well, the smokes haven't been working. Nobody's diving you, so you can't counter TP.
They had no Gush anyway. They could have gushed the Viper. But I'm not sure if they get the kill, but they didn't have Gush.
All right, solo kill opportunity. Well, that's an easy one. Ace picks it up. Face boots. He really likes his face boot puck.
I mean, he hits for, what, 127?
He has a freaking dagger too. Oh,
I mean, yeah, he's 250 away from Blink. Then once he has that, like with Drow Aura, I think, I mean, everyone besides maybe the Tide is a really easy kill right now.
Maybe that's why Sing Sing level up the third Kraken, because the face is hurting him.
Poor Ray fans on Loda, dude. Oh my god. Just look at him.
That plus damage, man. Look at that. 30 damage for the whole team with level 1 marksmanship.
So, Envy, are you a fan of that mask on Drow?
Mass of Death? I mean, Mass Madness?
The cosmetic item.
Oh, yeah, I am. I have the March bow.
Don't you have a set coming out for this?
Yeah, I do.
Some sell-out plug right
Isn't
now.
it already out?
No. I mean, it's out, but it's not released by Valve.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that dagger's up. If EGM isn't careful and Ace gets a dagger, he might just get a solo kill. He can solo kill anyone that goes into his lane, basically.
So if you're losing so badly and you really need a Blink Tide to make a comeback, your Tide should just be like non-stop farming, right?
Yeah, you just gotta. I mean, there's no moves. There's nothing you can do. You just farm.
Although honestly, I think if he gets Blink before like Alliance do anything with their Blink Dagger, I think it's maybe not so bad. Because then at least you have Blink Ravage for any team fight.
I actually feel like Alliance should be getting some objectives here before the dagger comes up. So they can get any tower they really want.
Isn't it kind of hard to gauge though? Like if you're in this position, how far away the Tide actually is from his Blink? Because around like 12, 13 minutes, you assume like even a horrible start, a Tide's going to have a Blink.
I mean, if he goes... No, I don't think so. I think you have to make the assumption that he's not going to have his Blink. Especially since he smoked bottom and it didn't work out. And they had no ancient stacks or anything like that. And they knew because he scouted it out. There's just no way.
Oh, Blink initiation on the bottom lane. EGM's going to get focused. The right clicks are here, but it's going to just go out instead. See multiple TP. Pycat looking for the jump. He does have Shadow Dance as well, but that's what, 2, 3 TPs that came in?
Yeah, I think Drow Ranger should actually... bottom tower's already done, never mind. Drow Ranger should definitely rotate out. And then Puck can easily hold the tower top, so those TPs top are useless.
I think normally we would just be like, oh, this game is really boring, but we're seeing a lot of these plays that Alliance, even though 0-1 score, soon to be 0-2 though. Actually, Pycat pretty low. Shadow Dance dodged the last hit. EGM, he does have to lift, right? Coil hasn't been spent yet. Maybe he's looking for the coil. Ace out of mana, apart from having one coil and phasing one right click and blinks away. TP, it gets canceled. It tracks. I'm not even sure. The bolt giving them vision. And Ace is going to go down. That's a pretty important kill, I guess.
No, not really. I mean, it's a pretty good kill, but the fact that they're all top, like they can't really go anywhere from top. Like the top lane doesn't give you any jungle or anything like that, so they all have to rotate out afterwards. So like right now, look, they're not really farming top. But that was like Ace should definitely live there. He was playing a little cocky.
Well, you said the Puck can play very cocky this game, right? Given the fact that there is very little lockdown.
Yeah, but that was a little too cocky. I mean, he just made a mistake. He thought the bounce wouldn't, the cast wouldn't follow him. He had face shift actually. He could have just dodged it and TPO afterwards.
Quickfoot's got his Blink Dagger now. I guess that means that, like, once Tide has Blink, like Blink Zeus, Blink Tide, you could actually burst pretty much anybody on the side of Alliance. I guess ideally you want to kill the Dazzle or something. Or maybe a core like Puck, if you can kill him before the Dazzle reacts.
Yeah, can Alliance hold their towers? If
their daggers come up, yeah, they can. I really think Alliance should be making more plays here with the towers. I mean, not plays, just going for some 5-man, like not 5-man, like 3-man. And then the Viper just goes somewhere else or whatever. They don't need that much people to push a tower right now. Or just give a Roshan. I think because late game it's not like they automatically win. Like Drow sucks late game. They're taking way too long.
Oh, smoke broken here by Venge.
Unfortunately, it's
out, but I don't think they can catch him.
Yeah, there's no blink on
though.
No, they're not gonna catch him.
Okay. Oh, Puck gets the solo
dies again.
Actually, I'm surprised that Zeus didn't just.
Oh, they're waiting for a Viper. Oh, sorry.
I'm surprised that Zeus didn't use a haste rune. He could have just like blink forward, bolt, just chase him down with the haste.
Here comes the Esper and save the day. Go.
I mean, is he gonna kill bolt? Blink. Silence. You walk a little bit too close. Now it's gonna wane to the left side. Maybe blind bolt. It didn't hit. I think Koifa blinked a bit too close to that.
Esper gave him a chance, but didn't use it properly.
Oh, that's a miss. And the Alliance now is going to smoke into Roshan themselves. Seeing that Zeus ult is down. Yeah,
I actually think they can push, like, didn't get the racks right now, I think. Like, I think they can just go straight for the racks with the mech and the Aegis.
Well, there is going to be Blink Ravage, so I'm not sure about getting the racks, but...
Well, that Zeus does hurt a lot. I mean, they're definitely like every other tower. Like, if you watch a game against us against Secret where we got smashed, like, They just pushed our racks for 14 minutes. But that's not gonna happen this game. They don't have much. They have way more AOE push than we did that game.
I mean, the Witch Doctor doesn't even have ulti yet. I think once that happens, it's going to be a lot easier to like defend towers.
Well, actually, they want to take this fight.
They should get every tower though.
Honey taking a bolt to the face, some damage, but I don't know. I feel like if Tinker would even get 1 or 2 decent fights,
Midas,
then it wouldn't be so bad for them. Like a late game Slark, I think is really annoying for Drow.
I think late game, like Tinker will smash Alliance.
Yeah. So do you like Midas here, or do you think that?
No,
like,
I think it's really good.
Okay.
I don't think
Like there's no other item that he could have gotten that would have mattered really.
like it's gonna turn daytime soon, so like even if we got the Blink Dagger, he would have been useful for like a minute, and then he's useless. So definitely Midas is good. I don't think that he can kill anybody really with the dagger either.
I mean, I guess you also have the Tide and the Zeus to kind of jump in, so you just need to pounce and...
This Zeus pick is actually so amazing. He's so annoying that people like they're having a hard time pushing. He's just because you don't want to like this Virgin, like it sucks to push. It sucks so much. Like you can't just push as 5. Like getting a tower, you don't get much gold from it. So like when you hold on a tower for so long and you farm everywhere else, like the Alliance doesn't really want to deal with that. So they can't just 5-man push right now. They need to get a pick off or something like that. So I don't know. They should have sealed the map a lot better than this, though. I think.
What do you mean by use the map better than they?
Like seal it. Like they should be scared. Like this puck should not be farming the lane right now. He should be missing so that he's scary or something. He's just showing up on the map, so no one's really scared of the puck. Because the puck is the only like when you run Drow lineups, like you usually don't have any pick off except like one hero, and that one hero just can't be just like he's just there. You know, you see him.
Oh, finally, in about 16 minutes of gameplay, Alliance will get the first tier 1 tower. Actually, first where they gather up and push. Meanwhile, Hani working on the mid tower as well.
Here's a swap, you can't die. Mech ages.
I mean, really, the thing that they rely on right now, I guess, is spam to keep their towers alive for as long as they can.
Yeah, just trying to buy time for their Sork to get items. There's a blink on a Talenter. I really like this purchase. Like if you went Arcanes first, this game was instantly over. Like that would have been instant GG. Like, oh, what was that?
It looks like Boba just ended up getting up a kill top lane. I mean, in reality, a support death doesn't really do anything at this point, but as long as they can keep their tier 2s alive and defend high ground, I guess that's a game plan, especially since we just see another Midas. This time it's going to be on Ace.
On Ace? Oh, that's the Dundee. Oh, Ravage top, Blink Dagger.
Yep, they're going to go right on Loda. Loda gets graved. I guess Ake's going to be the focus now. Koifa blinks in, gets 1 kill. They can keep chasing if they want to. There is a tier 1 that where Hani TP's in. Blink back out. What about adding the Blink Dagger to this Wraith Band build? I thought it was kind of SNY Butterfly. Actually, Blink forward here. No Gush still on Sing Sing, which I actually find very surprising.
This game's actually looking so promising for TT right now.
Blink for Hani. Hani does have the Aegis. He's going to drop his ultimate. Will die next to his tower. Here comes Ace. The Coil's going to find 2. Sing Sing very, very tanky at this point, and they're going to just right-click Ace. He's only got the face boot. The Death Ward's going to come through as well, focusing on Hani. I mean, he's just sticking to the tier 1 Witch Doctor play. Just dropped, but doing a ton of damage in return. Koifa out of mana at this point, though, so I think it's time for Tinker to back out. Meanwhile, Pycat just free farming.
Yeah, he's. I actually think Tinker is looking super good right now. I think Alliance gave up. They're like going for Midases and like Blink Daggers and stuff, going for a late game, and you don't go late game with this lineup.
So you're basically going back to what you said is before they saw the blink on Tide, you just need to go hard, take 3 tier 1s, get Roche.
Yeah. There's no Ravage though, so maybe they can do something now, but it's kind of looking too late. This Zeus is getting too fat.
I feel like even without Ravage, if Zeus just ults and Slark charges at you, you're kind of like, you can't take the fight, right? I guess you can mech and...
It's really hard with buybacks and stuff, and like they do have buybacks. With the Midas, you have so much reliability. Even if you buy items, like you're gonna have a buyback.
I don't know, it seems kind of weird to me, like, it's kind of like Envy said, it's like Alliance aren't really able to pressure anything right now, so they're just farming, just kind of sitting back. I mean, late game Slark against Alliance's team, I don't think they can kill him. Like, how the hell do you kill him with that team?
Also, I think late game, if Zeus could get a couple more items, he's kind of just bursting everybody on lines down. They're not really tanky, apart from the Viper. Nice smoke rotation. I hope this could turn into something for Alliance.
I mean, really, this is going to be the saving grace if it works, right?
Blink
There's gonna be a
coil.
coil here.
It's going to be on EGM. I guess you could try a push without EGM on the mid lane at the very least.
The Ravage is back online.
Yeah, it's only 30 seconds, so I don't know if it's going to be enough time. The tower's pretty low, though. Might be able to just get it.
There's Ravage and Death Ward. They could definitely burst. Okay, Blink Ravage. It gets only Ace. There's a defensive swap and nice Gush. So Tower gets killed. Everybody runs out alive, and Ravage is down. So I think this is actually a big window for Alliance.
All the lanes are pushed out as well. Oh. Does seem to be.
Do you just not go down mid here?
No, I think they just go for. I think they go for a smoke there. But not too sure what they're trying to do. Just checking runes, I guess. It's not. No, they're just farming. There's not making any. They're not doing anything. They're just farming.
All right, so the game plan didn't go well for Drow. You're kind of transitioning to late game. What's the late game items here? It's not SMY anymore, right?
That you lost.
You lost after this transition?
That you fucking lost. Like, I don't know. You need BKB for sure this game. For sure. They have nothing to go through BKB. So when you have a BKB, you feel safe.
Okay, but do you go for it now? You and Loda kind of like to hold back on it a little bit. Get it later.
You definitely get it now.
Okay.
You can't do anything. Well, with BKB. Like sometimes I like to skip because I can do more with the BKB, but like this you can't do anything with the BKB. You don't farm faster either because he's not given that much space right now to farm. Like he can't farm like across the map. Like he can only farm his side of the map. Like he's getting all the farm. Like his team's giving him all the farm, so he's getting a lot of space in that sense. But he's not taking away space when he farms, I guess. Like from the other team.
Yeah, he does have a Blink Dagger, which.
This Viper is super fat though. Maybe like the next. I think the next Aegis is like actually, like the next Aegis they need to win.
Oh, they smoke again, so they're going to try to find at least better positioning for the next Roshan. It's going to be up. Well, we're going to find out actually in about 30 seconds or so.
Ravage is also up soon, I think. Here comes the gank against EGM. They're going to focus on him. There's a silence. They pick him down one more time.
Did you see the fight? The classic.
It's actually almost all their deaths. He's dead 4 times.
It's not too bad. It's he didn't. I don't think he lost any gold, so it's not too bad.
I guess better him than other heroes.
Yeah, like especially for a smoke. Like if he just died to a non-smoke, that's a feed. But if it's a smoke, it's pretty good. Now you're gonna get top tower as well, and bottom tower is almost dead.
So the Roshan timer is going to be the longest possible, so 3 more minutes.
That's really unlucky for Alliance. That really sucks.
Yeah.
They really needed that Roshan earlier. This Zeus is invincible. He has Yules, and Yules destroys everybody this game. Nothing. You can't do anything to Yules.
You just buy 4 staff after that, just to be like.
They have a 4 staff on Tide. 4 staff on Zeus. Yeah.
Don't you kind of want to save Force for yourself though on Tide?
Yeah.
Maybe. Once you drop the Ravage, you can kind of just do whatever, right? Maybe you force your allies in that case.
I just feel like if you're like the initiator, it's really easy for them to just dump stuff on you and just have a force to get out, so you don't just feed after you ulti.
I think I will go point booster into Aghanims after the heals, but we'll see. We'll see what Pycat thinks. And here comes the jump in. Hani actually gets the pounce didn't hit. He's gonna Shadow Dance right there. Ravage is looming in right now. Sing Sing just forcing everybody back. He doesn't even need a Ravage. Force that forward to get the Ravage off, and that Death Ward's been channeling the whole time. Hani dies. There goes her mech. Here comes the counter initiation. They burst one down. That's Pycat. Without Shadow Dance, they have to retreat. They'll get one more as well. The right-click damage is real. Nice Cyclone canceling the TP against EGM. He'll go down as well. Nice rebuttal kill here from Alliance. Unfortunately, Roshan isn't up right now, so and the lane's pretty pushed in up top.
I mean, it was a really nice Ravage by Sing. It stopped Ake from graving, but didn't end up working out that well for them. Maybe just going a little bit too hard.
That's one of those plays like when you're behind, you know, like if you make that one move, you're gonna win the game. Like that move, if they got those kills, they would have won the game for sure. But like, you just start getting greedy because you're in a position where it was so hard for you, and then you're suddenly coming back. So you're like making this one play that can win you the game, and people get like they just like go for it, and then it doesn't work. he missed the pounce. They definitely should back. Like that's the problem Cloud9 has as well. When we go for this play, and then if the play doesn't work out initially, we should all back out. But we keep going and going and going, and we throw. Like that pounce didn't land, so you just run. You don't keep going. There's no way.
So you're saying that Tinker right now is still very behind?
No, I think they were ahead, but it felt that way, you know. Like it felt like you were pressured.
I mean, the Go Graph definitely says that Alliance ahead, but it's like you said, this Zeus is. They don't have an answer from Alliance side.
I think it's kind of even right now. It really depends on the next Roshan and like what they do with the next Roshan. If the game keeps going though, like Alliance, their lineup's like it's not too bad late game, but I still favor TT's. Like Venge is really good late game, and Viper is surprisingly good with Draw Ranger late game because he lacks like plus damage and he has a withdraw. But Venge freaking sucks though.
Venge also has a Midas, so we're gonna see a quick 16 from her.
Yeah, they gave up. They're going for a late game. Well, with the Midases maybe. It's so hard though. Like going late game is so hard.
Well, they get Roshan. They still have almost all their towers. They've only lost one. Gonna see a Yules here on the EGM. Orb to follow it up. It's actually just gonna steal the Orb. Get silence. 4 step away from Sing.
You'll have Orb. You'll live. Orb.
Oh, he's gonna break the. He's gonna break the thing anyway. I think. I'm not sure how that works. I think you break it and you die anyway. Yeah, he had to wait for.
Even if you blink out of it, you break it. So.
Yeah, he's trying to wait for the. But not enough time.
Well, everyone TP's top from the side of Alliance. They're trying to find a catch here, but not gonna happen. They actually do catch Sam. Never mind. Goodbye,
He's
Sam.
Dead.
You know, this phase speed on Pug is like when you phase and Yules, you're moving so fast.
5 kills, Roshan for Alliance in a recent like 2 minutes, and TT gets 1 tower, I guess.
Might get, yeah, okay.
Oh, he might be dead. No, he might be dead here.
I think eating the anchor smash keeps him alive. Ace almost getting bursted all ulti during the phase.
That's a little quick on the ultimate. The Ravag's gonna come back through. It doesn't hit the puck, acting a lot of trouble, but here comes the Grave. He's gonna try to walk it off. Draw Ranger can't really fight. Looks like they're gonna just throw away Ake. Here comes a little bit more healing. Maybe the re-engage. The Pounce gets juked. They're gonna get the kill. Sing Sing, ever looming, finally having that Kush. And he's gonna go straight into double Ravage time. And that's
They use the Ravage instead of the Aegis. They got a Dazzle for it. I think Alliance really should go for a smoke or a push or something. They should definitely make a play. That was a like Sing actually that was pretty quick. Like he turned around so fast when his team came. It's pretty impressive. But he only got the Dazzle, so it might just suck ass the play.
I mean, you keep saying that Alliance need to do something, but
I think so.
The way of they're playing this, and it seems like Mindnuts is
they gave up on late.
Right, they're clearly going for late game, so they're not going for these ganks.
Oh.
Bench down.
Yeah, this is so hard to play late game though. It's so hard. Like when the Tundra has a refresher Ravage, they can just start blowing Ravages to get pickoffs, and Alliance can't do anything. Everyone's just gonna die all over the map. TT has so much damage later on.
Plus, I kind of feel like your team has to play like 5-man Dota if you're Alliance late game. Because otherwise, the Slark just kills everybody on your team.
You can't do anything late game with Alliance's lineup, I think. Only the puck can. And like the puck is so scared of the lift, so you actually just can't do anything late game, I think. You can't 5-man, you can't. Because you can't push high ground, you can't push a tower. The only thing you can do is smoke, basically. You can smoke and get a kill, and then you can smoke and get a kill. Other than that, you actually can't do anything.
Is your Viper ever going to get tank enough to kind of sit in the front?
Oh, never. Zeus is disgusting. Like, even with Viper with so much magic resistance, he's so disgusting. And I think Stark is really good against Viper as well. And obviously Hunter is really good against... Like, you don't want to go BKB. They have so much lockdown. Witch Doctor is gonna crush him as well. The Aghanim Witch Doctor is gonna crush everybody.
Well, I think this is a really good timing for their smoke, because Loda now has BKB as well. But he's not actually going with the smoke. It's just going to be Ake, Ace, and the Venge.
Yeah. I mean, Ace has been part of a ton of kills, but all of them, unfortunately, are like on Rubik. And they're gonna find themselves a Slark in the jungle.
They're gonna kill him again.
Yeah. My boy
EGM. The smoke ganks. What is that, the third smoke gank he's died to?
Yeah.
That was good. That was good. Goodbye, EGM.
The thing is, they're getting these ganks, but like...
Yeah, they're not good ganks.
Yeah,
like, if I killed Paladai right there, like, I would really not be happy. That's a Paladai death. That Rubik.
Oh, Zeus giving Hani a little bit of...
Oh, they're going for the Viper here.
Viper got the mech?
He doesn't lose Aegis.
He's got the Yules.
Tanky.
His team is coming. Oh, never mind. That's Pycat.
Yeah. Probably dead twice. I'm not sure if you go for a kill here. I will run away, but oh, they have a ward. They see everybody. They know they can get the kill.
Comes a quick kill. Death Ward's gonna come out. The Gush is gonna be there. BKB on Loda. He's gonna have to right click. Witch Doctor down. Pyke has Shadow Dance. Koifa's gonna TP out. Do they have Ravage? Yes, they do. Koifa gets found, and the damage is real to get him, and that's gonna force everybody to go out. They see Sing Sing with the ult. He's trying to force that, but the waterfall's too wide. He can't get past. And they might lose a couple of towers off of this.
Oh, that sucks. I guess they should have backed there for sure, actually. But it sucks when you want that second kill.
I mean, I guess in a way, if you just get the Aegis and you know that your late game is better, there should be like not even a decision, right?
Yeah, definitely. But these decisions are hard. These are the decisions that makes
you get hyped. You're like, oh shit, we can kill him twice.
That makes the team crazily good.
Yeah. Well, this puck has 4,500 gold. Like, he's gonna have Hex soon if he wants to go for it. Although he could actually just go for Ags too, I guess. I think Ags is really good against Slark, honestly. Like 5-second guaranteed stun. Or I guess you could just Dark Pact and then
Dark Pact and pounce out, right?
Okay, so maybe it's not that good.
Probably Hex, I guess. Kind of the
Hex is good. You need the Hex for the Yos. Like this Zeus is invincible. He's actually invincible. Like, well, in a sense, he's invincible. He just died, so.
In the sense that he is a god, so.
Yos, like, there's nothing that you can do to Yos up there.
Do you really think Ags is like that much of a value item on Zeus?
On Zeus or Zeus?
On Zeus, yeah, because it gives you like, I guess a lot of HP and mana, but the damage increase isn't really that.
No, you're dead anyway if they catch you, and like you don't get your Yos and stuff off. Like your Yos blink is the only way you can, or something like that. Like I think 4 stuff would have been better.
Oh, blinks up. Coil. Okay, they see him. And then
wait, they didn't get vision? What the heck?
Yeah,
well, that's awkward.
They have another orb.
He's got an orb, yeah.
He's got blink. Okay.
Oh, he had orb. He should have used it earlier.
I think it was on cooldown. He used it.
No, he had it. He had it.
Okay.
No, he just didn't go for it. I mean, everyone was missing on your team, so. No, he saw them though. He had vision. He had a ward, so I definitely think he should have killed the Zeus Star.
Oh, Tinker just doing some de-warding here. Their warding is a bit interesting. Like, they have basically wards outside of their base, and pretty much just along the river, and that's it.
This puck is so ridiculously fat. He has a Hex if he wants it. I think it should be Hex.
MV, are you personally a fan of the Midas after blink?
On who?
On puck. We've seen that from DK Phobos. We've seen that from Mag. It's just
yeah, I think it's pretty good actually. It's hard to say, like.
I mean, in a situation like this, right, where the game kind of goes on for a while, you just get a 6-slot puck, which is kind of amazing.
It's definitely good in this game because like, you don't really, if you buy Yules, you don't really have the levels in phase shift to really do some like phase shift into Yules into phase shift, like stuff like that. So the Midas, it doesn't really weaken your fighting ability, so it's just a good item to have, I guess. It's really good this game actually, really good, because they weren't like if you had you get Yules when you can like break their side of the jungle and like play around them, but like this game he wasn't really doing that. He was just playing passive, like Alliance's playstyle, and by their playstyle, the Midas was really good.
All right, Alliance is finally going to move down the map. Unfortunately, looks like Tidehunter, if he sells a TP, does he have double Ravage? He's close to it. I think he has it if he sells it.
Yeah, he has. Okay. He has it right now. Oh god.
This could be bad, but unfortunately, it looks like people are going to teleport back.
Scotty up on Sark. And 2,700 gold.
Actually super short respawn, so.
Are they going to go for a little bit of chase? Hani's running away from his team. Blink forward. Koifa's got Yules. He can still lock him up. Yeah, that's a easy kill. He's going to try to fight himself out of there.
He wasted the stun. He might have been able to just TP out there.
Is this Grave?
He's a goner.
Okay, he's still alive.
Like, hey, it's fine.
And then Sing Sing's poisoned up, so he couldn't blink.
Sark's going ham.
Slark gets hexed. They can't kill him, at least not quickly enough. He's going to get coiled, but you just Dark Pack and walk out. In fact, he will. They're still chasing him. No Shadow Dance for a long time. Just kind of man fight here. Ace forces John to the left side. Blink forward from Loda, the right click. He's going to try to jump one more time. The right click is going to get him. Big pick off here. Meanwhile, the rest of Team Tinker is trying to run away. And Roshan is back soonish. It's back now.
Yeah, this is really good timing, actually. for, well, I guess they don't have a Slark, so how are they supposed to kill it?
I think the Alliance might kill it.
Yeah.
Alliance Drow destroys right now. Hey, he has a butterfly.
So when you say that Drow's bad late game, I would say this is
later in this, like
what?
It has to be a little later in this.
So, but I would say this is where she kind of peaks, right?
Yeah, this is the peak.
Yeah,
I mean, the peak is when you're low, like level 11 or something. But then this is like the second peak or something.
Okay, so you get the Aegis, and you just go mid hard. Is that the game plan now?
No, I don't think you can really do that against Ravages because like the BKB is useless against Ravages when you because you can't BKB a Blink Ravage if he's melee range. It's just impossible. So.
And I think the other thing is too is like if the Ravages kill your team and then you're left alone, it's like what does the Aegis really do?
Oh, Aegis cheese gets picked up.
They do have swap though, so and they have Grave. Like it's not you could. I'm not sure.
Well, they're definitely going bottom. Take that tower. I'm not sure exactly what Dro dropped for her Aegis. Is it lifesteal? Yeah, she's dropped lifesteal for it. Okay.
I mean, there's only two moves you can make right now. The first move is you just push S5. And then the other move is you try to get a pick off, and then you push S5 because they need to win. They know that, I think, so they.
Oh, this is a big wraparound from the TIE Hunter. Ace might actually pop that smoke. The team seems to be pretty aware of this possibility. They know they're gonna actually meet them in the river. Blink forward.
Tinker needs to back off.
And yeah, they'll back now.
Screw that tower. Does that die? Who cares? Go farm some buybacks or something.
So with this being a really strong point for Drow, you just think Alliance go for it?
Yeah, I think so. They have swap and stuff to save her. So even if she gets ravaged, like she has Aegis, so then swap should be fine.
All right, here
they're gonna wait for a Dazzle ult to peak, and then I guess they go.
I think EGM also has a Dazzle ult.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so you could kind of throw one on that Drow, cancel it out. Actually, maybe throw on themselves. But like you said earlier, pushing up high ground against TT is pretty hard. Aghanim step forward, double Ravage.
For smoke no, just gain their items. The BKB on Hani. The one thing about TT's line is that they don't really have anything that goes through BKB. So if they get caught by puck or something, they BKB up and they blink in and stuff, they might just kill everybody.
Slark's kind of getting fat though. He's got 4,100 gold right now on Scotty.
Yeah, he has no BKB though. So like right now, like if Alliance jumps the Slark's dead. Like he gets hexed and then he gets silenced, he's dead. He can't do anything.
Yeah.
He'll get blown up. The Venge, like the late game is so the Terror, the Aura, so strong. They have a lot of focus damage. Oh, here comes the smoke.
Hubbard for Venge, BKB for Viper. I think Envy already said that. But
Jesus,
Venge just kind of split pushing while they look for a pick on the side of Alliance.
This Venge is so rich. All right, here we go. Aegis still here for a while. And Pycat's still not porting back just yet, but he needs to do it soon. Offensive minus armor being used.
Zeus is so freaking annoying. You see this? It's so annoying. Pycat's just gonna farm.
I mean, they got a couple of earn charges. They could do this for a while. Right, actually, EGM in a little bit of trouble. He seals it. Ace jumps in. He's actually going to throw everything just on Koifa, but he's got the Yules. It doesn't actually break the Yules. He's going to actually break it himself. The right click is going to be there. The blink BKB, like you talked about, Envy. Easy pick off. They're not going to pursue it just yet. I'm not sure if Zeus have buyback.
I think Koifa should come back right now. I don't think he should split push. I don't think he's going to do anything to that tower. They can still win the fight with the Ravagers.
Well, tier 3 is going down fast. If you need to TP, you need to TP now.
He's not going to split push off Sark, no.
Loda down to about half. Still got the Aegis. They're sacking the Rex. There's no fight. There's tier Ravage, but they're not going to fight this.
I mean, they're going to lose both Rexes, even. Like.
Do you TP back and defend your top Rex, or do you go for 2?
No, you just defend. No, you just defend.
Okay.
Forget what I said. And then TT's going to try to stop them from TPing.
Uh-oh.
Oh. TT's trying S4.
Link forward, they want EGM. I'm not sure if that's a valuable target. Nice phase here. Ravage hits nothing. He's got a second one. He refreshes it immediately. Meanwhile, Pycat gets a lot of time top. He's focusing on the range racks, but he's not doing any damage. Boba is going to go down quickly. And I think you just roll down mid, right? Or do you defend one?
I don't know. I think losing that Ravage is really bad.
Hard. they have enough time to push him out of top lane and then go for the base afterwards. Do they really only have 1 TP?
Hani tanking the whole wave. Pycat still got Shadow Dance. He'll use it right there. Hani's gonna be dead.
Do they really only have 1 TP?
Actually, Pycat blocked up by his own creeps. He's gonna now focus on the melee racks. Hani's very low. He's gotta be careful of a blink pounce.
Yeah, they don't have any more TPs.
Oh, he's gonna get the kill. Pycat's gonna. Oh, he doesn't actually hit the tower. He's gonna TP out right now. You know, a range racks trade when you lost your Zeus for 40 seconds.
He has 8,500 gold now.
That's the reason why he went for the racks, I guess. He clicked on everyone on Alliance and he realized that not a single one of them has a TP except Viper.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I guess in a way, it's like kind of hard to justify taking the team fight when Quake was dead, because he's a majority of your damage right now, I think. And he didn't have buyback, and he was dead for a minute. So even with double Ravage, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not even sure who's ahead right now. This game's getting crazy.
So if you're in Team Tinker's shoes,
Stark's gonna own this draw so hard.
yeah,
Loda.
he's got the MKB
He
as
should
well.
be fine.
It's got Manta as well.
Should be
well,
fine.
Manta, and here comes the counter Hex. Here we go, Pycat. They have Gravy as well, and he's gonna get silenced. Grave's gonna make sure to get the kill. Loda, beyond godlike.
This common occurrence of throwing the game when they're ahead, because they keep going for these. I mean, or these, like kind of ahead. Like they keep going for these plays that win them the game instantly. I mean, kind of win them the game if they get it, but they're so hard to do, and they keep going for them.
I mean, that was a pretty juicy bait, right?
Yeah, I mean, this has been the third time, the juicy bait. Like, the Aegis, the dive at the tier 2, the Drow Ranger kill. Like, they are always doing really well, and then they just... Now they're doing bad again. It's a repeat.
The Puck actually bought a BKB as well.
The Aegis on Drow ran out.
Actually, if things goes pretty poorly here, like if you lose somebody right from the get-go, Alliance is gonna get 3 lanes of racks.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to buy that.
Alright, Rubik clears with T1, nicely done, but needs to get back pretty quickly here.
Actually, the damn no Aegis, what am I talking about? He should be fine.
I mean, if Puck gets a good coil and Drought blinks in, don't they just all kind of die?
They should try to minimize how much people they lose. They should only lose 1, and all of them has buyback. I mean, the Rubik doesn't. The Zeus should have buyback, and the Zeus should be the only one in front right now.
Yeah, Tinker playing quite defensively. Here comes a Blink BKB, but he only gets Koifa, which does have to buy back. Kind of not the best initiation, but they'll get it. And Ravage number 1, but the BKB, they all blocked it. Sing Sing was a bit late, and now this retreat from the F4 for now. And they'll go back in. There's a second Ravage available. BKBs are all down.
You can't. You have to back out now.
But then BKB timing, right? Sing Sing blink right on top of them.
Yeah, that was pretty good. BKBs.
So do you just wait back for your BKB timers and you go right back in? Because you don't want them to get the second Ravage back, right?
I think you go for Roshan now. I actually feel like they could have got the Rex there though. I think they could have got the Rex and then TP'd out afterwards. They have enough damage. Because they don't have anything that goes through BKB, and their BKBs are so long. Right? Is it 10 seconds? No, they're actually they're pretty short.
Puck has a long one.
9 and 7.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they pretty much exposed the Rax top and made him waste the Ravage. So.
No, that was good. That was good
Yeah.
for sure. They're definitely looking really good right now.
Well, Roshan going to be seeing what marker it's going to be at. Another 3 minutes. So.
This fight's going to be so crucial. There's so many buybacks. I mean, there's buybacks on the main heroes, the Zeus, the Stark. And there's buybacks on everyone on Alliance.
But do the buybacks matter if they fight like in the river? Because I guess Alliance maybe have a slight advantage.
You never know what's going to happen when it comes to buybacks.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
All right, Orb is going to scout a couple people. Ace, is he going to jump? He's got that BKB, but...
Alliance is going to wait for him to TP back.
No, he's going to BKB and jump in right now. He hexes. There's a Force Staff against EGM. They're blowing everything just for a support. I'm not sure about this. Force Staff upwards. Coil being used as well. They got him, but that's a lot of usage.
Yeah, but they have to fight for Roshan positioning because it's going to be up soon.
That's
so
definitely true.
They can't let him
Ravage
just run away.
is available. Zeus O as well.
That was kind of weird. Actually, I thought that was really weird by Ace. Because the lane bottom was pushing in really hard, so if they waited just like 10 more seconds, one of the cores would TP back, and then they wouldn't be in the fight. So I don't feel like they should waste a BKB and stuff to kill a Rubik like that. If they just wait 10 more seconds, they would have had really good positioning. Now the opposite's going to occur, where TT's going to have a hole up top. Oh, he's going to push out.
Yeah, Loda's already...
He has travels, actually. You know, they're fine.
Yeah. So at some stage in the game, if you're Loda right now, do you just sell the blink or do you keep it the whole time?
It's pretty nice. They have nothing goes to BKB. You just blink and BKB kill someone.
Yeah.
With the Hex.
So just finish Satanic and that's your 6th slot basically?
I don't really like the Satanic too much.
Oh, Slark going on Loda here. He's going to try to TP
He's
away.
TPing right next to him. I'm not sure about... Okay, he's got blink though. He's got blink.
What just
He's got
happened?
blink.
Blink.
Okay, he's baiting so hard right now, and he's the Flutter Boy. Meanwhile, Ravage...
Flutter.
Okay. Yeah, he's fluttering away.
Wow.
That's some panic.
I'm lost.
TP.
Super panic everything, but he's gonna get away with it.
Actually, Pycat's giving him chase now. The blink's too fast.
He's not even smiling right now. I'm just looking at him.
You know what's even more strange about that is like normally when you do stuff like that, you like accidentally click the minimap or something, but he clicked further away from his base. So how did he actually do that?
I don't know.
That's really bizarre.
Usually I just double click. It's all work for travels, I think so.
Yeah.
It works for travels.
All right, well, Roshan up any second now. Alliance and... I mean, both teams are actually in a good position to contest, and Sing actually has double Ravage, so...
I like the Alliance's position way more. They have a Rax bottom, and they have a tier 2 tower to TP in.
And he's going to be the one that breaks the smoke. Zeus right in the center, and he's going to get Hex. Immortal Zeus no longer immortal. Meanwhile, EGM forced that forward. Maybe he turned around by accident, and then Vince is going to come out. Here comes Ravage number 1. Ravage number 2 is going to come out as well. The Death Ward finally being channeled. It's focusing on the Venge. If the bounces are real right now, my nuts down. Meanwhile, Blink up here, but Ty's out of gas. Where's the Drow Ranger on all of this? Really need her damage. Pycat finally joined the fight. Drow Ranger in the back here. Right-clicking away, but Zeus bites back, joins the fight, and is throwing out some big damage. Blinks forward. 2-man silence. There's a Yule Scepter. Can we get off the stun? They won't get on quite far, and Zeus dead twice. There's a buyback from Ty Hunter, but she's not really joining the fight. EGM dead again, like how he's always dead. Pycat really lost the fight, so he's going to have to push the mid lane instead. Okay, now Alliance gets Roche, and they have bot wave pushing in.
They have more Ravages too. If they go right away, I think...
you just win the game, right?
I think they should have people pushing out top. Oh, never mind. I guess they just go straight for it. They can just do that, I guess.
Pycat's gonna try to get the melee. I think Pycat needs to be back here. I'm not sure if the melee matters.
I think Loda's just gonna go over our throne now. Screw everything else.
Right click.
I don't know what you do there as TT.
Well, right now, it looks like they're just going to watch their tier 4s die. That seems to be the choice.
He's got 4k gold. Why isn't he TPing back and buying something like anything?
I don't know. You buy Mask of Madness at this point, I think.
Mask of Madness, Basher, go, like anything.
Well, Pycat's going all in.
He
just bought a butterfly, yeah.
All right.
I guess you're going to have to here. You need the item. But the damage is so much right now. They don't even have a glyph.
All right, Death for channel, but Boba is invis out the coil. Oh my god, Ace. The coils this game, man, it has been huge. Loda gonna get focused. Loda actually is dying pretty quick, but there's a Grave. There's also defensive swap. He turns around and right-click everybody. Pycat driven back into the well. And that's gonna be GG to Rax.
Yeah, GG.
The throne is down.
14-0-5 Loda. Owning.
What a game. So, do you approve of them stealing what you guys did?
I think it's kind of rude, but I mean, I respect people who try to win. So.
There you go. Well,
they won late game, and to quote Envy, they should lose late game. What happened there?
Oh, what was their lead?
They had like a 7k lead.
Right now?
Not right now.
I would say it's like 15k or
15, 20k lead maybe.
yeah, I don't actually remember how high it was, but it was over 10k for sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like their laning phase was amazing. And then there was a while where like Team Tinker's spam was enough to keep them from pushing, like Envy mentioned that. And then they just got their core items. Like the Tidehunter didn't have his blink for a really long time. And I don't think they killed like, what, one tier 1 tower or something like that? And they kept safe lane and mid for quite a while.
I think TT just kept going for these plays that they could have just avoided and
Like
So
the,
like the Slark going for the Drow top.
The Viper was the bigger one. Like when he tried to pounce on the Viper and they missed the pounce. Like if he hit the pounce, I think the Viper was dead and it would have been a good play, but they missed, so they just back out, but they kept going.
And then killing the Viper's Aegis and then going for him a second time.
Yeah. They lost I think they lost 5 people and they got the Viper kill and then they lost the Roshan right afterwards, so they used Ravage and they have no Ravage for the Roshan. And the Aegis was, they got the Aegis, they lost 3 heroes on a tier 2 top. And I think there was one more, so that's like giving away like 15 kills or something. So and EGM played super well with the, like, I mean, I'm not sure if he did on purpose, probably.
Well, he tanked like 4 smoke gank.
He tanked like every smoke gank, that was insane. I think EGM's smoke gank tanking was actually like
Do you
super good.
pat Pally Dice back when he does that for you guys, or?
Half the time I was like, what is that? What's he doing?
Okay, so real fast, like when you finish a game like that, whether win or loss, and you point out a whole bunch of things, whether they did right or wrong. What do you like with that information? How do you improve upon that as a player?
You don't really talk about like stuff like that. You just like for me, like TT, I feel like they're a superior team, and I think like when you're a superior team, you definitely don't go for desperate plays. Like what they did was like kind of desperate. Like we win the game, we will get this play, and then they go for this magical play, and you don't really need that. I think just play calm. Like you're the better team. You have just draft good. Try to just win stably.
All right. Well. Oops. Welcome back, Shiver, by the way. I know you're letting NV have his time. And thanks for joining us for the cast, by the way.
I mean, it was a really fun game to watch. I have to ask, at about 12 to 15 minutes, you mentioned, well, they got the mech, it's time to push. Right? And
Zeus.
Yeah, and they didn't really do that. But is that something that you think, like, could have actually worked? Like, if it wasn't for the Zeus, could they have ended the game in 20?
I mean, I'm not sure. Like, obviously, like, you can get other heroes that can also spam out the waves. But like they definitely should have done something. Like it's not about just 5-manning and getting a tower. It's about like applying pressure and like because when you apply pressure on a tower, what they do is they defend with a few and then they split up with the rest. And then when you do that, you can just like jump them, like because there's only 3 of them mid, so you jump them, they're dead, and you can jump them elsewhere as well. Like people should be missing, but like people were all, like showing on the map, so you know you're not in danger, so TT can farm like safely. And they defend their tower, or they lose the tower, but they waste so much time that they're going to get ahead anyway. So,
fair enough. Well, the teams are going to have a bit of a break. We're going to have a break as well. And when we come back, we're here with Game 2 between Team Tinker and Alliance.